And we are back once again with another predictions video. Leave a like if you're happy to have the series back. We've had a 2-week break due to the internationals, but it has not been short of drama. Starting off with the Premier League itself, the red cards in the Arsenal game and the Liverpool-Chelsea game certainly having a big impact on those results. Absolutely chaotic end to the transfer window. Crazy end to the transfer window, certainly for me as a Manchester United fan. Having Ronaldo back, I cannot wait to see him against Newcastle. Will he have an impact on my scoreline? Most likely, but we'll get to that later on. And then the international break itself. Probably best not to talk about England after their performance against Poland. But a lot of drama during the international break. And look no further than what happened against Brazil and Argentina, because the ratifications of that result are going to play a major part in some of my predictions this week. Key players for big teams are going to be missing from those nations, and I genuinely believe they will have an impact on the results of this game week. So, like I said, leave a like if you're happy to have this series back. Let's get into Game Week 3's results. So these were my predictions for Game Week 3. If it feels like that was a long time ago, I don't blame you. It feels like a very long time ago for me as well. Those were my predictions. These were the real results. And 1 point for me for Man City Arsenal. We said about the red card, but let's be honest, City were going to win that comfortably anyway. I'm not going to complain about my 1 point there. No points for Villa and Brentford. A fantastic result for Brentford. Their second fantastic result of the season. Drawing away at Aston Villa. 1-1 draw for them. I'm starting to think I may have overestimated Brighton. Maybe I've underestimated Everton. I really thought Brighton could get a result against them, but Everton turned up, showed their class, and got a comfortable 2-0 win in the end. I am, however, going to complain that I lost points in the Newcastle-Southampton game. A 96th minute equaliser from Ward-Prowse, ruining my 3 points and ending me with 0. Leicester against Norwich. Can't really complain about the 1 point I got there. It'd have been nice to get the 3 points for that one, but a 2-1 win for Leicester was to be expected. We made the joke, didn't we, about how Crystal Palace could win at West Ham, even though West Ham had a perfect start to the season and Crystal Palace hadn't even scored. And wouldn't you know it, they got the 2-2 result. Fair play to Crystal Palace. I'm not going to complain because that is exactly why we love the Premier League. The big one of the weekend, Liverpool against Chelsea. I am a little bit disappointed I've not got any points for this game because without Reece James's red card, I still believe Chelsea would have won that game. And even without the red card, even with the red card, Liverpool struggled to find another goal. 1-1 result was the fair result in the end. And yeah, I think without that red card, Chelsea would have come away with the victory. But no points for me there. 3 points, however, for Burnley and Leeds. My second correct prediction of the season. And both draws, which is a strange one. It's normally very hard to predict a draw. So to get a correct result twice on draws, I'm really proud of. Tottenham against Watford. Tottenham getting their third 1-0 win in a row. 1 point for me. No complaints from there. And speaking of consecutive 1-0s, Wolves with their third 1-0 loss in a row to Manchester United, earning me another point there. That gives me an overall score of 7 for the game week and 16 for the season. Let me know down in the comments how you got on and how you're getting on for the season. Whether or not you're beating me, let me know. And finally for this week, we have the main event, which is of course Game Week 4's predictions. And there they are. And I have to be honest with you, up front, I think this is by far the hardest week of predictions we've had so far. I really think I'm going to struggle to get points here. There's a few fixtures I'm pretty confident on, but the majority of them I genuinely believe can go either way. And that is starting with the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday being Crystal Palace and Tottenham. Now, we just spoke about how they got that fantastic 2-2 draw away at West Ham. They're going to be full of confidence after that. And with injuries to Son and Kane, despite scoring, looking out of form during the international break, I can see this is a real opportunity for Crystal Palace. However, I still see Tottenham edging this one. Maybe I should go for that fourth 1-0 win in a row, but I still fancy Crystal Palace to grab something here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham win. Moving on to the big relegation six-pointer. 19th versus 20th, Arsenal and Norwich. And Norwich have to see this as an opportunity to capitalise on Arsenal's woes. They really do. It is a prime opportunity for them to get points against a good, in quotations, team in the Premier League. However, I do see this being Arsenal's first step on their road to redemption. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal victory. Brentford and Brighton. I am not going to make the same mistake twice in overestimating Brighton. I am going to put this as a 1-1 draw. Two physical teams that are going to duke it out. And yeah, I can't really split them. So I am going to go 1-1 for that one there. A game that I am very surprised it's on at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. It's a game that I think a lot of people would certainly like to see, Leicester against Man City. And another game that genuinely could go either way. Brendan Rodgers, if you didn't know, has the second best record of any manager against Pep Guardiola since he came to Man City. Only Solskjaer has a better record. They have produced some crazy matches. We've had 5-2s and we've also had 1-0s. City are going to be without their Brazilians, which is what we spoke about at the start. No Ederson, no Fernandinho, no Gabriel Jesus. And it also looks like Stefan could be out ill, potentially with COVID. That's unconfirmed. So it looks like Scott Carson will be the Man City goalkeeper. That will definitely play a part in how City perform. And I'm going to edge this one towards Leicester. I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester City. Potentially controversial, but given the situation City are going to be in, I think this is the perfect opportunity for Leicester to capitalise on it. Moving on to the game that I'm most excited about, again as a Manchester United fan, Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Old Trafford. Do I think he's going to start? I absolutely think he's going to start. There's no way he doesn't. I think Manchester United do win this game quite comfortably. Newcastle have really struggled defensively. So I think with the attacking prowess that Manchester United are going to have, it should be a comfortable win for Manchester United. One thing I will say though, when United play Newcastle, Newcastle always score. So with that in mind, I'm going 3-1 to Manchester United. Now, another game that I'm really struggling to call this week, Southampton-West Ham. Southampton have made a much better start to the season than I thought they would. And West Ham have made a much better start to the season than I thought they would. It's a really, really tough one. I can see this being a very high-scoring game, and I can see all three results available. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. You'll find I normally always go for a 1-2-2 draw every week. It's just sort of something I do. And I'm going for that as my 2-2 draw this week. Watford and Wolves. Now, Wolves, as we've already spoken about, have had 3 consecutive 1-0 losses, so it would be very, very easy for me to just go, oh, well, let's go 1-0 Watford. However, I can see Wolves breaking their duck this time. I still don't think they'll win the game, if I'm honest. I still think Watford will probably get the result, but I can see Wolves finally scoring. I'm going 2-1 Watford. The easiest fixture for me to predict this week now, Chelsea and Aston Villa. I see this being an easy win for Chelsea, especially with Villa missing potentially Brazilians and certainly Argentinians. Their first team squad has been hit pretty hard by this one, whereas Chelsea remain basically unscathed. I can't see this being any other result than a Chelsea win. I'm going to go 3-0. It could be more, if I'm honest, but I think 3-0 is a fair result. Leeds against Liverpool is a game that produced a hell of a lot of drama last year, both times round. High-scoring affairs. I think it'll be the same again here. Again, Liverpool are going to be missing key players, with the likes of Alisson being out, Fabinho being out, and Firmino. I don't think that'll be enough to cost them a result. They've been scoring quite freely, and Leeds have been conceding quite freely. I think we're going to go here a 3-1 away win for Liverpool. And then finally, the Monday Night Football sees Everton against Burnley. A fixture that Everton should be winning, and a fixture that I would have had Everton to win last year. However, Burnley produced a fantastic performance away at Everton last year. and it looks like Calvert-Lewin is injured as well. Thankfully for Everton, FIFA have put a little loophole in their Brazilian ban in that because Everton allowed Richarlison to play at the Olympics, he is allowed to play up front for Everton this week. So with that in mind, I see Everton winning this game, and I am going to go for a 2-0 win to Everton. And that is it for this week's predictions. Leave a like if you're enjoying this series. Absolutely let me know down in the comments section how you're getting on week, and don't forget to include your predictions in your comment. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back soon.